Welcome to the Jill on Money Call of the Week. We are presented by Marcus by Goldman Sachs. If you've got a question, it could be kind of anything with a dollar sign. Send us an email. Ask Jill at JillOnMoney.com. Ask Jill at JillOnMoney.com. That is what Christine did. She is calling from Brooklyn, New York, the heart of hipster territory, but she's moving to Buffalo.
My husband actually grew up there.
Okay.
And but we just decided the job he had in New York, while it afforded us to live in New York, he was working just way more than we wanted. We have 2 young kids. And so we decided we were going to try and opt for like a quieter lifestyle.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the question?
So the question is, we had been saving while we were in New York. And so we have currently around $180,000 in savings, which sounds like a lot to me.
Yes.
But at the same time, we still owe about $163,000 in student loans. And so our initial plan was to use the savings to buy a house, put down a 20% down payment. But after listening to some of your podcasts and radio shows and looking at your book, I started to reconsider that plan. And now I'm wondering if instead we should use our savings to pay down our student loans first and then try to save back up and purchase a house later. And maybe not have to have paid it down entirely, but...
Right. Like get the onus off of you. What's the interest rate on the student loans?
Okay, so for $151,000 of it, the interest rate is 3.9%.
Okay.
And then for a tiny bit, just like about $13,000 of it, the interest rate is 2.75%.
Oh, my God. So it's pretty cheap, actually.
We did refinance a couple of years ago, and so that we're lucky in that.
How much would it cost you to buy the house you'd want to buy in Buffalo?
So we were figuring we would probably look for something around $400,000. So looking at that, it would be like an $80,000 down payment, and then just some of the mortgage calculators online. I'm not sure how reliable those are, but it was looking like it would end up making our payment somewhere around $2,200 to $2,300, which I think we could swing. I guess another part of this is that we are taking a big pay cut to move to Buffalo, but still a good salary. So what's a gray area.
So what are you guys going to be earning when you move to Buffalo? What's the household income going to look like?
$180,000.
$180,000. That's a good number.
It is.
He knows Buffalo like the back of his hand, right?
Pretty well. I mean, he hasn't lived here for a while, but yeah, pretty well.
So I'm wondering, here's 2 things to consider. One is maybe for the first year, I don't know why, but God forbid you hate it and you're like, I'm going to pull my hair out. I can't friggin' live here. Niagara Falls is beautiful, but I've had enough. Or one winter, right? I mean,
right.
So maybe what you do is you say, for the first year we rent. Just think about this. Let's work this through. Maybe we rent for a year, and then you see, can I really deal with this? And then you take, of the money that's in savings, you take keep the $80,000 set aside, right? Okay. And then you've got the other $100,000, and the $100,000 in savings would also include an emergency reserve fund, or is it?
Yes. Okay. So that would be. So I was thinking to keep at least 50 of that for an emergency reserve fund.
Right. So this is what I'm thinking. What if we said you got 180, it's 50 is in your emergency reserve fund, 80 is sort of held back. Maybe you just put it in even just a 1-year CD or a high yielding money market. Okay.
Okay.
You take that aside, and now you take the rest and you say, let me knock down the, $50,000 off of the 3.9% loan. Just knock that off. And then see how it goes. And so now what you've done is we've kind of split the difference. I always get worried about when people make these moves because you don't know. You just don't know. So maybe this is a way, it is definitely going to be this 1 year where you're like, oh, I don't know if I like renting. But, you probably can rent something pretty decent there. Got to imagine there's a house you can rent. You can try out neighborhoods. You can do a little bit more on-the-ground research once you're there. And then also take your time looking for a house because you're going to live someplace, right? When is he starting the new job?
So he's starting the end of May. I'm actually currently in Buffalo. We're going to look at apartments today.
Oh, my God.
So that's what we were thinking, too, though, is just at least initially rent.
I think renting maybe even for a whole year. And then now all of a sudden you'll keep making the payments on the student loans. You'll keep doing what you were doing. You will, I don't know what does the rent look like there for what you'd want to rent? That's another question.
So we can find, that's what we're curious to see what they look like. So we can find some places for around like $1,300 or $1,400 a month, which is very, very reasonable. And then if we want, though, like a whole house, maybe, then that's looking like it's more like around $2,000, which is also still reasonable. But but part of me is like, maybe we should just go for cheaper.
I don't know.
So we've got to see what they actually look like.
I think that for year one, lots of different things going on. Be comfortable. Don't go crazy. It's worth it for you to just sort of see, like, what is it like? What is it like to live in a house here for a winter where I have to shovel my own goddamn walk? Pardon me.
Oh, that's true.
What would it? You know, you kind of want to like do a replication of what owning would be like. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to. Chances are you're not going to buy a condo with 2 kids. No. I don't know. I feel like you should be renting a house. I don't think you should cheap out on year one. You should try to say, what will this really feel like to be a homeowner in Buffalo for the first year? I don't know. I think it's going to be great. I really do. Swanee's for chicken wings. Amazing.
Oh.
Amazing.
Okay, that is a place I have not been, so we'll try those out.
Total, like, fantastic, delicious wings. I could not really do the hot. I mean, medium's fine. You could go hot, but like I'm a wimp from downstate, so I would try the medium first.
No, I'm the same. So I will definitely do that.
All right, so keep us posted. Tell me what goes on, okay?
Oh, I definitely will, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Great to chat with you. Take care. Good luck.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, that's the call of the week. If you have a financial question, just give us a holler. Send an email to askjill@jillonmoney.com or go to the website, jillonmoney.com. You can click the Contact Us button right there. Oh, by the way, while you're there, sign up for our free newsletter. It's free. Why not? We drop new episodes of Jill on Money every Tuesday and Thursday, and you can download the show anywhere that you get your podcasts. Apple, Google Play, radio.com, Stitcher, wherever. Our music is composed by Joel Goodman. Mark Talercio is our executive producer. We're distributed by Cadence 13, and our show is presented by Marcus by Goldman Sachs. See you next week.